Ah, the intricate dance of human emotion, a symphony of mystery and wonder. My dear listener, today we embark on a journey into the labyrinthine corridors of the heart, exploring the real reason avoidants act hot and cold and how to handle it. Picture, if you will, a game of chess, not the mundane, predictable kind, but one played with the fervor of a tempestuous romance where the pieces move with an unpredictable grace. The avoidant, my friends, is the grandmaster of this game, cloaked in a veil of enigma. Imagine a ballroom, a grand affair where chandeliers glisten like the stars themselves. Among the dancers, the avoidant glides in and out of the spotlight with an elegance that is both mesmerizing and bewildering. Their steps are deliberate, calculated, yet possess an air of spontaneity that leaves their partner, often an anxious soul, perpetually on the edge. The avoidance dance is not one of malice, no, but of self-preservation, a delicate balance between yearning for closeness and the fear of being subsumed by it. Now, let us delve into the tapestry of tales that illustrate this paradox. Picture a young man, Jeffrey, who finds himself enamored with a woman of striking beauty and intellect. Ah, the early days of their courtship are a whirlwind of passion, a veritable crescendo of affection. But as the curtain of vulnerability begins to draw, Jeffrey feels the tendrils of fear creep in. He retreats, bewildered by the intensity of his own emotions, leaving his beloved in a state of perplexity. The hot and cold dance begins, a symphony of proximity and distance that confounds and frustrates. Why, you ask, does Jeffrey behave in such a manner? The answer, my dear friends, lies in the shadowlands of his past. The avoidant is often the child of unavailable or inconsistent caregivers, where affection was a scarce commodity, given as a reward rather than a birthright. In such an environment, the child learns to protect their heart with a fortress, erecting walls of self-reliance and detachment. This armor, though protective, becomes a prison in adulthood, where intimacy is both a siren and a specter. Imagine now a different setting, an office bustling with the hum of ambition. Here we find Eleanor, a brilliant strategist whose career is the envy of her peers. She is the very picture of composure, yet her personal life is a mosaic of fleeting connections and unfulfilled relationships. Ah, but Eleanor's story is not one of tragedy, but of profound self-discovery. Her avoidant tendencies, born from a childhood where achievement was the sole currency of love, have made her wary of vulnerability. Yet, it is through this recognition that Eleanor begins to unravel the threads of her emotional tapestry, slowly learning to embrace the warmth of connection without fear of losing herself. Now, how does one, caught in the orbit of such avoidant souls, navigate this dance? The key, my dear viewer, is not to chase, but to invite. Extend an olive branch of patience and empathy, a gesture of understanding that speaks to the heart rather than the mind. For the avoidant, the notion of being needed can feel like an imposition, a tether that binds. Instead, offer them the freedom to choose, to come towards you not out of obligation, but out of desire. Consider, if you will, the art of persuasion, a gentle coaxing that allows the avoidant to feel safe in their vulnerability. Engage them in conversations that are devoid of judgment, where silence is not a void but a canvas upon which trust can be painted. Be the steady lighthouse in the stormy sea of their emotions, a beacon that guides them gently towards the shores of intimacy. Yet, be mindful, dear listener, that this dance is not one to be endured indefinitely. The avoidant must also embark on their own journey of self-reflection, to confront the ghosts of their past, and to dismantle the walls they have so meticulously built. Encourage them to seek the wisdom of therapy, where the echoes of their childhood can be heard and understood, and where they can learn to embrace the vulnerability they so fear. Let us return, momentarily, to Jeffrey and Eleanor. Imagine them standing at the threshold of a new chapter. Jeffrey, with the gentle prodding of his partner, begins to unravel the tight knots of his emotional defense. He learns to communicate his fears, to let his partner see the cracks in his armor. And Eleanor, guided by the compassion of a friend, dares to let go of her need for control, finding solace in the unpredictable beauty of human connection. As we draw to a close, ponder this. The avoidance dance of hot and cold is not a puzzle to be solved, but a story to be understood. It is a tale of longing and fear, of the desire for closeness clashing with the terror of being engulfed. In the end, the real reason avoidants act hot and cold is not because they wish to hurt, but because they, like all of us, are striving to find their place in the vast, bewildering landscape of love. So, dear viewer, as you navigate the complexities of relationships, remember to tread with kindness and curiosity, for within each of us lies a heart that yearns to be seen, to be held, and to be loved, even amidst the shadows of avoidance. And in that recognition, we find the grace to handle it all.
If you believe this video might help someone dear to you, share it with them. A small gesture on your part could mean the world to a friend in need.